Hello and happy Wednesday. My name is Denise White. I'm a licensed clinical counselor and I'm also a high ticket coach and closer. And quickly, I just wanted to jump on and I'm starting a whole initiative to educate you guys on specific personality characteristics that can really affect your coaching or consulting business. And without beating them up too badly, I think it's imperative that we as coaches and consultants and service providers know what to do when we see these people coming, if we see these people coming, and it matters, okay? So personality guides and directs the choices we make in business. It just does. And there are 3 personality characteristics specifically that you'll want to avoid when screening prospects for your program, okay? There's no right or wrong personality per se, but there are certainly traits that we need to watch out for, all right? So without further to-do or ado, let's dive in. First characteristic is the entitled client, all right? The entitled client. And this is a client that you can expect that they will expect you to treat them above and beyond, to go above and beyond everybody else, all right? So if you're in a group setting, right, if you're group coaching, this means that this is the client that will privately message you and ask for something in addition to what you've already provided, all right, in your class or in your session. This is the client who expects you to give them preferential treatment, and you may struggle with how to say no to them, okay? Because these are the kinds of people that can ask beyond what is typical. And so sometimes as coaches, we don't know what to do with that, right? Like you can't even believe they ask it of you, right? All right. The entitled person believes they deserve this special treatment simply because you are so lucky to be their coach. All right. These people are easily frustrated. They can be very demanding. They can be very sneaky to get their way, manipulative actually. They can be passive aggressive. So sometimes they struggle with asking for what they want directly. So they'll go in the back door and try to get their way in manipulative ways that can totally impact your relationship with them and make it almost impossible to have a growth mindset. Okay. Number 2, second characteristic is the complainer. No matter how much you give this client, they believe that you have not done right by them, that you can do better. All right. They can shape the mindset of not only others, all right, in your coaching community, but you in your mindset, okay? Because they can potentially cause other people to question whether you are delivering, all right, on what you've promised them in whatever they purchased from you. And so when they start to question, it makes other people question, all right? Because typically in a coaching community, yeah, you have different levels of initiative and different levels of performance. But the one thing they have in common is that they purchased your program and so did others. And so their peers matter in that they really can impact and make their peers question the validity of the things that you offer, okay? So these people are typically always in victim role, like a victim mode or victim role. They, the world does things to them. You're doing things to them instead of for them, okay? And so they have great difficulty in taking responsibility for their own growth, all right? And always see the glass half empty. Characteristic number 3, or trait number 3, these are the know-it-all people. Aren't these the greatest? Ever had somebody who just knew it all, right? Well, these clients are more focused on their own agenda than on the healing of anybody or the growth of anybody in your community, in your program, including themselves, all right? Because they have an agenda. They have an agenda. And their agenda is that they don't want to take personal responsibility, all right, for getting, for moving forward in their businesses. They don't, that feels uncomfortable to them. So they would rather act like they know it all and have very little to learn, right? So what's their agenda? What's their agenda look like? They want to feel superior to everybody in your community and to you, okay? And the real deal is that they usually feel very inadequate, very insecure. And in order to feel worthy, they've got to drag other people down or put other people down or act like others aren't nearly as well versed in whatever topic as they are, so that they can feel better about themselves, all right? Which is not cool, definitely not cool if you're in a group community, in a group setting where other clients watch them maybe even get so far as kind of passively aggressively degrade you, all right? While you're trying to promote them and empower them, okay? They are flipping that back and taking the empowerment from everybody else in that room, okay? So the real problem is they feel so dang inadequate. And in order to feel worthy, they've got to put other people in their place, all right? So what do the entitled entrepreneur, the complaining entrepreneur, and the know-it-all entrepreneur have in common? One thing: deep insecurities, which make it nearly impossible to have healthy relationships with others. And this is why their businesses suffer, okay? Now, like I said, this is the start of what I'll be primarily training on for the next few weeks until, I'll be training on it pretty heavily until June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, where I'm going to be putting on a live training in the Facebook group community down below. And you can click on that link, and I'll also put a link in the comments. But I'll be training on the key core personality characteristics and traits of people who can both make your business absolutely bloom and grow versus those who will pull from you and make you have to work harder, and also affect or impact the people in coaching communities, okay? So it's imperative that we be aware of this. I've not seen many people train on it, and I think it's so needed. So my name is Denise White. I am a licensed professional clinical counselor of over 20 years. I am a high ticket coach and closer. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Other than that, be sure and click the link below and come on over for that live training. Again, June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's 12 to 1 Eastern time, where you can learn who to pull in and who to set back, right? Step back from, all right? Have a great Wednesday night. I'll be on again here soon. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. All right. See you soon. Bye.